Hello everyone, Tennessee Tactical back at it again with another video today. This video we're going to be doing a kind of compare and contrast. Nothing too crazy, nothing too long, but I've got an idea here. I want to talk about gun solvents, firearms cleaning solutions, firearms lubricating like gun oil and stuff like that. I want to talk about what I've used so far, what I want to try to use and see if I like, and then I've got kind of a few selections here that I want to talk about. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So before we get into like the huge nitty gritty stuff, we'll go ahead and get this out of the way. So muzzle loaders require a different cleaning process than most firearms. I've got two things that I use, and actually three things. One thing I don't have exactly with me because you can get it anywhere. Hot water. I use hot water when I clean my muzzle loaders. But the two main things that I use is from Traditions, so they know what they're doing because they make stuff for muzzle loaders, and they also build muzzle loaders and make kits and whatever. But they have this Easy Clean. This is a spray solvent, so you just spray it and apply it onto the muzzle loader. And then this is also scented, so it smells like oranges. And then, so this is pretty good. It does a pretty good job of getting that black powder off there, all the powder residue, stuff like that. Any dirt, grime, whatever, oil off your hands. Does a good job of getting that stuff off. I shoot a lot of muzzle loaders, and you can see I've had this for about 7 months, and I shoot muzzle loaders probably twice a month, and that's a lot. So, and you can see I've only used it that much. So, you know, a little goes a long way with this stuff. And then I also use their Easy Clean patches. These are cleaning and seasoning patches. So not only does it clean the bore when you put it down there with the ramrod, but it also cleans and seasons the bore, you know, to prevent rusting and stuff like that. Helps protect against rust. Also is supposed to improve accuracy and stuff like that, and promotes easy loading. And these also, I don't think they have like a peppermint, almost smells like Copenhagen wintergreen. When I used to dip Copenhagen, it smells like that. So there's that. That's what I use for my muzzle loaders. And then I'm just gonna bring a bunch of stuff out, and I'll tell you what I like the best. So of course you got your rim oil. You know, this stuff is okay. And I'm not going to get into a huge scientific explanation. I'm just going to tell you what I like, what I don't like. That's really about it. There's plenty of videos out there that showed like scientific evidence of what's better, what's not. But I'm just going to give you some opinions. Rim oil, I haven't used it a lot, but I know it's pretty popular and people like rim oil. So I bought some rim oil. I don't really use it. Now, the only thing I use rim oil for is like small firearms like my 22s. Anything 22, I usually like to run rim oil in. That's really about it. The main solutions and stuff that I use is I like to use hoppies. Hoppies. I've heard people say two different things. I actually think it's hops, but I've heard people say it different ways. But anyway, we'll just say hops for the sake of this video. You've got your hops number 9. That's like everybody knows hops. Number 9, the lubricating gun oil, it's okay. Now their bore cleaner, their number 9 traditional, the solvent here, this stuff is amazing. If you can get past the smell, it smells pretty disgusting. But if you can get past the smell, this stuff is absolutely fantastic at getting that the rust off, getting the carbon out, getting all kinds of gunk, powder residue, anything. I mean, this stuff is absolutely phenomenal. So I highly recommend hops number 9. I've also got some more hops. Now this stuff is their newer line. I haven't used a lot of it, but I like hops, and I thought about buying their newer line. So I lost the cap off this one, but this is their Hops 9 Black. This is their high performance gun cleaner. It's in a spray solvent. I've used it a little bit. It's kind of comparable towards this right here, which we'll talk about. This is Modern Spartan Systems, which we'll talk about. But I like this. It works pretty well. Haven't used it too much to know, like, you know, crazy, you know, detailed explanation here. But I will tell you that I've used this on AR-15s, and it does a highly good job of getting that carbon built up out, which is basically what this is marketed as. That's why it's got ARs on the front there. It's kind of marketed as a go-to cleaner for AR-15s and AR-10s, stuff like that, AR platforms. Then you've got their, and by the way, this is in like a step system. So this is step 1, step 2, step 3, and they've got a step 4, which is like their firearm grease, which I didn't buy because I really don't use that. But anyway, their step 2 is the high performance copper cleaner. Now, I haven't used this at all. If anybody has used it, let me know what you think. I really have no need to use it, so I haven't had any copper built up or any buildup like that or anything. So, or any copper residue. I haven't seen any, so I haven't used it, but I bought it because I wanted to buy the staged system, so that's what I got. So let me know what you guys think about that if you've used it. Copper cleaner, I'm sure it's good. It's hops, so you know it's going to be good. And then I have used this. This is the Hops Step 3 High Performance Gun Oil, or it says Precision Gun Oil here. This stuff is really good, lubricates very well, and I'm pretty sure this stuff actually kind of bonds to the metal, so this is going to be really good like that. And some other stuff here. This was sent through SDI for my gun cleaning lab. This is called Modern Spartan Systems. It's in a 2-stage here. You've got your carbon destroyer, which I've used a ton of. I love this stuff. You can see it's like almost gone. This stuff is very effective, very, very effective at getting that carbon out. That's why it's called Carbon Destroyer. This is more centered towards your ARs, but it's a gun cleaner. You can use it for anything really, except probably muzzle loaders. And then you've got your Spartan Accuracy Oil. This is just a firearms oil. They say this oil is designed to help with accuracy and smooth operation, stuff like that. So, of course, you're going to get your smooth operation from the oil itself, but then this blend of lubrication is supposed to help with accuracy in the barrel. So, you got that right there. This came in the kit as well with my Otis gun cleaning kit, which I'll probably bring down and show you just a little bit in there. This is CLP from Shooter's Choice. I love the smell of it. It smells like cinnamon. But this stuff works very well. I use it on a plethora of my firearms. This stuff is pretty good. You can get it in bigger canisters too, so it's not just this. This is just like a sample thing here that they send whenever you get their little cleaning kit. And then I've got some break-free CLP here. This, everybody knows break-free. It's okay. I think it's too messy in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I think it's too messy, so I don't really use it much. And then you've got something similar to that, your Lucas. This is Lucas Extreme Duty CLP. Now, I use it in conjunction with the Lucas gun oil. This stuff works very well. I like this. Very good all-purpose gun cleaner for cleaning, lubricating, and protecting. And let me tell you something, guys. This Lucas gun oil is probably one of my favorite gun oils. I use this for everything, specifically Glock. I've heard a lot of people, and me myself, experience this stuff is great for Glocks. Absolutely wonderful for lubricating the slide and the barrel over there by the muzzle. This stuff is absolutely fantastic for doing that. Probably one of my favorite gun oils out there on the market. Which brings me to my favorite gun solvent system with oil-based and also solvent. So it's like a 2-stage. Yes, it is Shooter's Lube. So Shooter Lube, I didn't understand what the fuss was about this stuff. Everybody was raving about this. It's amazing. Finally bought it, and it's absolutely best stuff ever. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't smell, has no smell to it. This stuff will eat up everything. This stuff is absolutely amazing. I've already bought 3 more bottles of this because I've used so much of it. This is my 3rd bottle. Absolutely the best firearms cleaner I've used. Even better than Hops. That's how good it is. Highly recommend Shooter Lube and the weapon solvent, as well as the Extreme Duty oil. And it's also got one of those needle applicators, so you can really get that precision in there to lubricate your firearms. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful stuff here. Highly recommend your Shooter Lube brand here. So good. So that really kind of wraps it up. I'll make a video separately on that Otis cleaning kit because this is basically just solvents and oils. Then I'll make a separate video about the actual cleaning kits and stuff that I use. But that's really, this is what I use. Obviously, I said Shooter Lube is the best. It's my opinion. I think Shooter Lube is amazing. But all of the stuff that I have on the table here that I showed you works well. in conjunction to whatever it is that you're using. Like this is the best stuff for muzzle loaders, and I think this is a best all-around solvent for cleaning firearms. Hops is good. I mean, everything that I showed you is good. So if you're wondering at the end of this video, well, what should I buy? Every bit of this stuff is good. The only thing that I would say that I don't really care too much for is this break free, because it's just, for one, I think it's messy, and two, I think that it over lubricates, if that makes sense. I think it does more lubricating than it actually does cleaning. That's just my opinion from what I've used. I've used those on a lot of ARs, and I just don't really care for it. We use that in the military, so that's why I picked it up when I got back from the military. This is what I was used to. So yeah, that's it, guys. Let me know if you've used any of these solvents, cleaners, and oils. Let me know what you think about them. And also let me know what's your favorite cleaning solution, whether it be solvent, CLP-based, and oil. Let me know what you guys use to clean and lubricate your firearms. I'd love to have that discussion with you down in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to slap that like button. And if you're new to this channel and you want to get notified every time I make a video, or if you just want to hang around more and watch videos like this, slap that subscribe button with post notifications turned on so you get notified every time I upload a video. Thank you all for watching, and have a snazzy day.